god, even when her heart is
allegedly
in the right place, it just doesn't come across right. With that, let's talk about Tana Mongeau.
allegedly
Oh god. So Tana Mongeau's been a weird one lately because there's just kind of been like a period of silence from her, and then another period of silence, and then the apology video, a period of silence, a period of silence, and then another period of silence. It's very clear, in my opinion, that Tana Mongeau is focusing all of her time and energy, and her manager's time and energy, into her OnlyFans and the content on there, rather than her content on YouTube. Which, honestly, is probably a smart move, because people on YouTube constantly want her to address, you know, the things that she's not really addressing. On OnlyFans, they really don't have the capability to be able to, you know, constantly comment or do hashtags, you know, calling her out. On Twitter and your YouTube comments, you can do that. But OnlyFans, she kind of can just post her little nude moments and, you know, just grab her money and go. She's also made it very clear in multiple different vlogs of other people that she's making a lot of money on OnlyFans. So it's very clear that she really doesn't need YouTube, which is probably a big factor, along with fucking ignorance,
allegedly
on why she didn't address the Colin and Simply Nessa situation whenever it happened, or even any close proximity time to it. You know, it just went on and on and on, and she never addressed it. Going past that, Tana Mongeau now is a very weird stage of Tana Mongeau. She dropped her apology video, it was not received well, over 100,000 dislikes, and people were not eating it up. People were calling her out for being lifeless in the video, for being emotionless, sounding like a robot. She immediately jumped to defend herself by saying that, yeah, she needed to be a robot and lifeless in this video because she could get her point across without getting emotional, which is just weird in my opinion, because you can do one and also do the... Girl! Please. So, after that video, again, there's been another period of silence from Tana Mongeau, and Tana Mongeau just kind of sticks out of it, in my opinion, for a lot of things now. She just doesn't voice her opinion on many things anymore. She just smokes. That's it. Maybe does a Snapchat here and there, posts on OnlyFans, that's really it. But Tana Mongeau is now in another controversy because of her OnlyFans and the debates and voting, and let's get into it. I need to explain this to you, right? It's also important to note that Tana Mongeau has been quiet on a lot of social medias recently, including Twitter. She's very much so not back to what she used to be before the drama with Colin and Simply Nessa, so there's definitely still a silence period ongoing, but this is what she tweeted, which has people talking. She tweeted and said, "If you send me proof you voted for Biden, I'll send you a nude for free. Onlyfans.com/Tana Mongeau, hashtag booty for Biden." Now, the thing is, whenever I read this tweet, I didn't see any harm with it. Because I thought, she's not really gonna sway people. You know what I mean? Like, if they're gonna vote for Biden, they're gonna vote for Biden. I really personally don't think that a Trump supporter will sway their opinion so fucking much over a booty pic from Tana Mongeau that other people are getting. Right? No one's really having that discussion. I do not think it's gonna sway that much. Now, Tana Mongeau also has been pretty quiet politically throughout her entire career. Maybe that's my ignorance not looking into how active she's been in that world, but to my knowledge she's been pretty silent. Whenever the debates were happening between Trump and Biden, and God were they awful, Tana became very vocal on her Snapchat and Instagram story, basically saying, you know, vote for Biden, and whenever she started doing these tweets, everyone was like, wow, she's actually using her biggest platform now, which is probably OnlyFans and her biggest reach, to do this. So a lot of people were on board with this, and in my opinion, I look at this the way I look at any other YouTuber or any other celebrity, you know, trying to sway the opinion of their followers by telling them who they're supporting. It's not that bizarre that a celebrity comes out in support of one party. Like, are we forgetting that during debates, multiple different singers sing at different people's rallies, you know, one or the other, and then they're showing their support? That's the exact same as their audience going and seeing a performance of them for supporting that candidate. And I understand it's a bit different here whenever you're including, like, OnlyFans content, and I 100% see that argument. But in my opinion, going to see your favorite artist at one person's, you know, debates, you're gonna probably support that political candidate because your favorite person is supporting them, so it's kind of the same energy here. I get that it's a lot different though because she's sending you a picture, and it really is kind of like, you do this and I'll give you this, but it's kind of the voting, and it's a bigger issue than that. I completely understand that, and that's where I'm like swaying between it, because I do understand that voting is very important and should be taken very seriously. I think it's very clear who we should be voting for in this debate. And Tana is obviously on the right side here. Again, I'm not an American, but I'm just saying that
Allegedly.
I would vote for Biden. I think it's very clear that I would vote for Biden. I think it's very clear. Again, if you read the tweet and it's like, if you send me proof you voted, I'll send you a nude. It's like, it very is like, you do this and I'll do this, and whenever it's voting, it's very serious, and this is where it gets messy. There are 2 crimes that you can commit while voting. One of them is taking a selfie while you're voting. This is legal in some states, but illegal in most. Your ballot selfie could get you arrested in these states. Here's why it's legal and illegal. So, in a lot of states, it's illegal to do this. So that's one of the things that you can do. So you're probably like, Tana hasn't done that. Yeah, she hasn't gone, voted, and taken a selfie and said, I voted. No, she hasn't. But she may have done the next one. Vote buying. Now, I didn't know what this was, but now I do. Whoever makes or offers to make an expenditure to any person either to vote or withhold his vote, or to vote for or against any candidate, and whoever accepts or receives any expenditure in consideration of his vote or the withholding of his vote, shall be fined under the title or imprisonment to not more than 1 year, or both. And if the violation was willful, shall be fined under this title and is imprisoned for more than 2 years, or both. So this is serious. This is like a real thing. And then, here's what I mean. Now's the difference. What I said at the start of the video, where if your favorite person is, you know, so vocally supporting one candidate and they're singing at their thing, you go, and you probably want to vote because, oh my god, my favorite person is supporting this person. But that celebrity is not promising something in return. Tana Mongeau, as we can see right here, is promising something in return. She's saying that if you send me proof that you voted for Biden, I'll send you it. So, that is the difference. And a lot of people are like, well, she's on the right side, so we're fine with that. And then a lot of people are like, either way, if I support Biden too, she's doing the wrong thing because she's almost manipulating her audience to vote. Tana Mongeau was getting called out for this, and she addressed it. In a weird way, but still addressed it. So she posted this to her Instagram story, and she said, I can't believe it happened that fast. So let's listen.
Tana uncensored messages are officially broken, and the point has been made. I got tens of thousands of messages of people telling me that they willingly voted for Joe Biden, and it's the best thing ever. You don't need my ass to make you go vote. So go vote because you want to see a change in this country just like me. And thank you to everybody who joined me today. Booty for Biden, man.
Okay, and then as you can see, she made it very clear in this video that she said people who willingly voted. So she made sure her manager must have told her, hey, girl, say willingly. So now that you know that she's kind of saying that people are doing it willingly, you can, you know, watch it again and we'll see. And also she says, you know, it shouldn't take me or sending you a picture to want change in this country. So there has kind of been a shift, but I think she kind of needed to do that. So here we go.
Tana uncensored messages are officially broken, and the point has been made. I got tens of thousands of messages of people telling me that they willingly voted for Joe Biden, and it's the best thing ever. You don't need my ass to make you go vote. So go vote because you want to see a change in this country just like me. And thank you to everybody who joined me today.
And she said, if you're one of the people who received a pic today, you're welcome. So she did send these out.
Booty for Biden, man.
And then Tana did a TikTok that night as well, replying to a comment from someone called Macy who said, Trump 2020, let's go. And she said this.
Aw, Macy, you're probably really gonna hate to hear that on my Tana Uncensored inbox in the last hour, I've received over 10,000 people's proof voting for Joe Biden. I don't really know what your comment's gonna do. Hopefully it can get 10,000 people to vote for Trump, but in the meantime, my naked body is doing so many things for Biden, so.
Okay, and one point I kind of want to make in defense of Tana. People have been saying for years upon years that Tana hasn't been vocal enough politically. And she was getting exposed for that, and now she's very much so being vocal and getting a lot of people to vote. Whether it is towards what, you know what I mean, whether it's biased or not, she's getting people to vote, and she's getting dragged for this too. So it's there's so many like mixed opinions about this, and that's why I'm like, because I'm not American as well, and I don't know how the full system works over there, I'm just saying who I would vote for. I would vote for Biden. Would I ask for a booty pic off Tana? Probably not, but I would just be like, okay, I'm still voting, but... So, you know what I mean? I'm on like a line here that I can't identify with the Americans. But, I want to ask what your opinion is. And I have some of them here, and most of you guys are Americans. So, it's nice to have, you know, what you actually think. I'm Circlin said, I don't think her heart is in the right place at all. I think she's only doing this to sweep all of her other stuff under the rug.
Allegedly.
Janine said, in the words of Miss Mariah Carey herself, I don't know her.
Und was ist mit J-Lo?
I don't know.
Die kenne ich nicht. Ups.
K8 said, it seems like so many people like her just want everyone to think that they're educated on major issues in order to gain some authority to preach their own opinions regarding topics they won't even take the time to fully understand. I don't think many people are looking to Tana Mongeau for guidance on their political votes anyway. And here's the thing I said at the start of the video, are people really going to be swayed over Tana Mongeau? I don't think so. Lisa said, personally, I'd rather people vote with intelligence and do their own research than be bribed, especially with something as important as America's future. Raina said, remember that she has a track history for scamming people. This may be a publicity stunt. Bailey said, I mean, hopefully these people didn't literally change their vote just to see Tana Mongeau booty because that's laughable. Most, if not all, were probably going to vote for Biden anyways. I don't see Tana's audience being very much so Republicans. Amber said, I think the influencers need to influence their viewers to vote, but that's it. Encourage the generation below them to register and vote. Bribing your fans to vote for a specific person, even if it's trying to do a good thing, is technically illegal. Though, I don't think anything will happen to her since she's upper class. Also, it's starting to seem like everyone's hopping on one train to make themselves look better. She's probably not doing this for a good cause. She's doing it for redemption. Katie said, I kinda get what she's trying to do, but she could have literally said vote Biden or Biden 2020, not bribe them into voting. A lot of people think she was just doing this for promo for her OnlyFans, which could be the case as well, you know what I mean?
Allegedly.
Bella said, while it's a really good thing, I can't help but notice that she's never talked about politics or helped influence her audience to vote for the right person until she was getting cancelled, but at least she's doing better. Megan said this is absolutely not okay and her heart isn't in the right place. This is wrong. This is serious. It's the next 4 years of our country and nobody should choose that over a nude photo. I don't care who the president is, she's pushing it. Rachel said she has zero idea about what is going on in this election and I'd be willing to bet most of her audience isn't even old enough to vote. This sounds like a stunt developed by her joke management to save her failing OnlyFans career. Okay guys, what do you think about this? Do you think it was okay for her to do this? Do you think it wasn't? Do you really think people are going to be swayed by this? Like, come on. I don't. Honestly, I do not think so. I really do think she should be taking it upon herself to influence her audience to register to vote. I think that's very important. And do you think her heart was in the right place here? Do you think it's promo for OnlyFans? Do you think it's trying to redeem her image? Keep in mind, she still hasn't done the video she was promising, addressing, you know, the backlash for her apology video. What do you think's the truth here, and what do you think was her motive in doing this? Do you think it was from a good place, or not? Do you think this was a management call, or not? Let me know. I'll see you in my next one. I'm trying to consider whether It's because she hasn't talked about politics before this. Like, why weren't you encouraging people to vote before this? Or at least to this degree, you know what I mean? Anyways. Bye-bye.